I am amazing. I see all these people here at Anime 5.0 today. There are so many people. It's so packed. It's super cold though, but nonetheless, it's getting down. There's gonna be a lot of people bumping into each other pretty soon.
When you first started cosplaying, who was the first character did you do and where was it from?
The first character that I cosplayed was Catwoman from DC, but my first actual character that I've cosplayed as and I made the costume was Firewire from Shadowhunter Comics.
How long does it take you to complete the character you are cosplaying?
That's a hard one, guys. Usually it just takes me probably like either a month or two, depending on exactly what I need, but mostly I get all fabrics ahead of time, so usually it's like, takes me about like a month. The longest was like 3 months. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God. But I got it done. And this was it.
Which character was the most difficult to get and which one was the easiest?
That's a good question. I've never got that question. Okay, so the first one that was really, really easy was between Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy and Misty from Pokemon. Only reason why is because it's not very that hard to find what you need. Converse, yellow shirt, shorts, suspenders. But the most difficult one was probably my Firewire cosplay from Shadowhunter Comics. The only reason why is because the way that she is drawn, the coloring from the comic book was so defined that I wanted to get everything exactly the same, and by the time I was done, the finished product was simply amazing. Everyone enjoys seeing me dressed up as Firewire. They love seeing the hacker computer girl trying to fight crime. But yeah, that was probably the most difficult one so far that I've done was Firewire, because I wanted to get everything very, very close to the picture, and I did, so I was very happy with the results. There's a lot of people here. It's getting crazy.
You said before that you cosplay characters that you have a connection with. What is the connection or reason for you to choose those characters?
The reason behind choosing those characters is because mostly we don't really have a lot of powering women out there in the world, but in comics we do. So for people like Jill Valentine, people like Harley Quinn, you gotta get the sense that if you know me, you kind of are familiar with how I am as an individual, whether it's in cosplay, whether it's personal, things like that. So I picked the characters that I feel that I can most bond with if they were actually existed in the world. Mostly, I want to pick a character that is very like feminine and very girly and bubbly, because that's just not how my character is as a person. But for the characters that I do pick, like Black Widow, Bunny Balma, Catwoman, Misty, these are characters that I grew up around and characters that I'm familiar with and characters that I feel that do make a big difference in the comic industry whenever they are introduced and whenever they are actually brought in the comic book. There's a purpose for them rather than just being a pretty face. They kick ass and it's just simply awesome. Simply awesome! Awesome!
If the characters that you cosplay have props, did you try to make the props that they have?
Oh, yes. I've actually made a Harley Quinn steampunk, and I wanted to make the hammer. So what I did was is that I got 2 garbage tubs and I created like the form of the hammer, and then I made it and it was super duper awesome. I was like, oh my God, I made this prop. It's amazing. I did it all by myself with the help of my father-in-law and my mom. Her little creativity went out of the box too, but out of the end result, it was super cool and it went good with the cosplay that I made.
Does fame have anything to do with cosplay? Because there are cosplayers that a lot of people know, like a celebrity.
For me, a lot of people say, oh, you're a famous cosplayer, you're a famous model, things like that. To me, I define the reason behind a lot of people saying that is because they really don't know what I'm about. But once they do, they see me as just as an individual, just as a person. I wanna be seen not as a famous person, but someone that speaks up about things that need to be talked about, public figure, and trying to make more awareness to people about how the community of cosplay is, how the community of modeling, the community of a lot of things, because a lot of people are unaware. But I don't feel like that is a connection with me. When a lot of people see me, they don't really say, "Oh, she's famous." Some of them will say that because I'm verified on Facebook and I have a lot of followers. But once they meet me, they see more of who I am, which is more better than me being famous.
Where can people go if they want updates and info on you?
You guys could go see me anywhere at Margie, ZGKETA, or look me up on Google at Margarita Marie Guzman. I would have the lovely gentleman point up. I have my website up here on my banner with the name as well. So you guys can find me there. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Tucson, YouTube, Devar, everywhere. You can find me on my website. I have all my social medias linked to my website, the main page.
Thank you very much for being with us today, everyone. Margarita.